We start by creating a new bot. This bot will be trained on technical notes documents for variant recorders and cameras. Create the bot with a Start from Scratch template. Once confirmed, you will enter the Botpress Studio. Set the nodes to preference and start building. We can begin by adding the PDF documents that we want the bot to learn about. The Knowledgebase gives the bot a place to store the information it should be able to answer questions about. Often AI-enabled bots will use superpowers, as this one will. So you know, we all have a love-hate relationship with manuals, right? Those thick, often confusing booklets that come with every piece of tech? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But what if I told you that the future of manuals is not only interactive but also conversational? Imagine having a virtual assistant that knows every page, every line, and every detail of a manual, and all you have to do is ask. Yeah, you heard that right. The future is here, and it's powered by AI and natural language processing. No more sifting through tables of content, no more flipping pages to find what you're looking for. Just ask and get your answer, clear, concise, and accurate. That's the kind of innovation we're driving here at Generative AI Networks. So, whether you're a tech aficionado, a casual user, or somewhere in between, stay tuned as we revolutionize the way you interact with information, making it more accessible, more understandable, and more efficient. We're standing at the forefront of a revolution, and it's incredible to share this moment with you all. Thanks for tuning in and being part of this transformative experience. Your time and attention mean the world to us here at Generative AI Networks. We're committed to making your tech life easier, smarter, and way more efficient. Stay tuned for more game-changing innovations, and as always, your feedback is our fuel. Take care, and let's keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Change the name of the database to something that describes the information within. The next database will be created for documents that tell specific model information, like size, weight, HDD capacity and limitations, etc. I also created a table to gather information as the bot is used by each user. This too will later get its own knowledge base and create a history for the bot as told the information provided was helpful. The first text will be a welcome message and an invitation to ask a question about variant technical notes. Now let's create a new node. This node will be used to hold a wait for user input card. This card will wait until the user inputs and presses enter. It is important to notice that the user input will be stored in Event Preview. This will become important shortly as it will be saved as variable. Next we want to add a query the Knowledgebase card. Notice we will query the Knowledgebase with the Event Preview variable. Then we save the response from the Knowledgebase to variable workflow, varkb. To turn the Knowledgebase answering feature on, click the node then select Enable Knowledge Answering slider to the On position. A small blue book will appear in the top right corner of the node. Now we need to create two expressions. One will be for if the Knowledgebase responds with an answer and the other will be if the Knowledgebase does not find an answer in its training. Now we create two nodes, one for each expression's results to branch off. For the failure, first type a small apology for not having the answer. Then offer to use superpowers to find a solution or a better answer. We will not complete the AI setup yet, but this is laying the foundation for it. In the case of the Knowledgebase finding the correct answer, we now will need a text in the node that follows the successful expression. This is a good time to mention an expression of always to make the flow keep moving is suggested. In my opinion, there may be others who disagree, but I generally find it necessary. Next we create a new node that will offer to basically start the user back at the beginning to ask a new question. This will be the node before the exit or where the bot basically loops. We have to backtrack because we need to let the user confirm if the answer was useful to them or not. This will determine if we try superpowers, as well as if the answer and question are stored on the table for future use. Rather than loop back to the welcome message, I will create another node to say I am ready for the next question, and the loop will actually loop back to node standard 1 with the wait for user input. The execute code card will be used to reset the variables after they are stored in the table, so that if the bot loops back for multiple questions, it can record multiple answers. Enter a text box to let the user know that the variables are cleared and the bot is ready for the next question. Let's now connect the text card to the original wait for user response card and query Knowledgebase. This will effectively let the user ask another question of the bot. Let's test what we have so far. The expression should set up to deviate the path based on if the knowledge base responds or not. If so, it should display the answer; if not, it should offer to run the user's query against AI. After running some tests and rearranging some cards, we finally begin to get answers from the knowledge base. Now to ask the user if the information was of use. Then ask if they would like to ask another question. Now let's work on the AI side of the bot on the power-up variable in Node Standard 3. First we create a card for AI task. I did not realize it immediately, but I tried to add the knowledge base answer to iTask, so instead of asking the question again, it will try and rewrite the answer as the iTask describes. Finally, we will create a variable to store the AI response in called workflow, AirSP. The AI task asks for a plain English explanation in the top box. This is where I will input that I want the AI to check the query against its AI resources and find the best answer and present it to the user. Next, we will use an execute code card to store the value of the original input stored at event. Preview to be stored in workflow query. First, create the variable workflow query. Then open an execute code card. This execute code card should capture the user's last input stored in event. Preview and store a copy in variable workflow query. This allows the question to be captured and added to our table for the history knowledge base. For the time being and for testing purposes, if the superpowers are declined, the bot will go directly to try again query to provide the user an opportunity to rephrase their question. However, if yes is selected to superpowers, the workflow query should be passed to an AI task that finds and writes answers in a similar style to ChatGPT-4. Now that the AI has completed, but the flow ends, we need to create a text card with variable workflow (AirSP) displaying on the text card. The next thing we will do is take the variable of workflow AirSP and send it through an AI text generator with the answer already created by the AI task to be rewritten. The output of the AI text generator will be saved as workflow AI upgrade. Finally, we create a text card to display the variable workflow AI upgrade. Voila! Now the AI side of the bot is completely functional. Now from the AI answer we can ask the user if the information was helpful and if they have other questions. Now let's grab an insert record card so that we can collect the information gathered by the bot's interaction with the user. We will store the question and then either the knowledge base or AI answer so that the bot can check the history for the question and answer if answered again. Now I realize I need to let AI rewrite the knowledge base answer as well. So we will use an AI task card, and input the workflow (KB) variable into the input. The output should be stored in workflow AI upgrade KB. Then we will need a text card to display the rewritten answer. Now we need to configure the table to collect the answers once the user has told the bot the information was helpful. We need a column for each piece of information we intend to collect. On any given run, we need either the Knowledgebase answer or the AI answer, and we also need the user's original query. Back to the Insert Records card, we can select the values to be inserted into the columns, and we will use the variables created earlier in the bot for the capture. The user query variable, workflow. Query, the upgraded Knowledgebase answer workflow. AI upgrade KB, and the AI answer workflow. AI upgrade. Now that it looks like all the errors are cleared up, let's run it again and see if we can collect all the variables in the table that are said during the user's conversation. We also need an execute code card to reset all the variables to null after they are stored on the table, so that if the user does have another question, the loop starts with fresh variables without carryover values. With some small tests we have uncovered an unintentional loop. As many times as I tell it no, it was not helpful, it will continue giving me the same answer, so I have to fix that. Before that, I will go ahead and complete the end of the bot's thank you message to the user and invite them to come back anytime to chat. In this clip I quickly turned on the personality agent to give the extra friendly disposition to the conversation. Here I increased the max amount of tokens and lines the bot can send back. I would prefer have to scroll to read the information than only get 6 of 10 steps. Everything seems to be running as expected now, so I will go ahead and publish the chatbot and make it available to be tested or deployed outside of the emulator. The trigger being created here is to make the bot speak to the user first once the bot is open. The bot sends the same message as if the user has typed "Hi." Now to demonstrate how easily a chatbot is embedded into any website, we will use a page on generativeAInetworks.com. Here at Generative AI Networks, we like to say we venture boldly to gain, and we're so glad you've decided to venture along with us. The world of technology is in constant flux, shaping and reshaping the way we communicate, work, and solve problems. And chatbots? Well, they're at the forefront of this digital revolution. We believe that the power of AI should be in everyone's hands, not just those with a background in computer science or tech. With the ever-growing pool of information, it's crucial to have easy, streamlined access, and chatbots are an incredible tool for that. They're not just the future, they're the present, augmenting our capabilities and making life a little easier one query at a time. But remember, the tutorial you've just completed is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole world of possibilities out there to explore, customizing your bot, scaling your operations, and maybe even diving into more advanced topics like natural language processing and machine learning. Our goals are aligned with yours: to democratize information, make it accessible, and to truly change the game. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, we encourage you to continue exploring, learning, and innovating. Once again, thank you for being a part of this exciting journey with us. The future may not be set in stone, but with tools like these, we can certainly glimpse the incredible potential it holds. Here's to venturing boldly into the unknown. Together, let's gain. Best regards, the team at Generative AI Networks.